even getting here.
EGM Network.
Treasure Coast Connector. Connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras, and this episode is proudly sponsored by Libby Wiseman and her team at Senior Transition Navigator.com and Luxury Homes of the TreasureCoast.com. Now, I have to say that making retirement plans is a lot of fun, okay? And we're thinking about what we're going to do with our free time, but some important decisions have to be made, okay? And wouldn't it be nice to learn from someone who's been there and done that? Why, yes, of course. So Libby is here in the studio with me. And in addition to being a senior transition navigator specialist and a certified probate specialist, she owns Luxury Homes of the Treasure Coast, and she provides a lot of services like downsizing, decluttering, packing, moving, relocation, and a lot more. So we're going to mention her number a few times, but I'm going to do it starting right off right now, 772-783-2800 for that free consultation, okay? SeniorTransitionNavigator.com, Luxury Homes of the TreasureCoast.com. So in addition to learning more about what Libby is doing, she is so excited about her Empowering Senior Seminar series, and we're going to talk all about that as well. So welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And, you know, some people retire and they're on the golf course or they're playing mahjong or whatever. And then some people retire, I'm using air quotes, because like you, I like to think that you're in retirement because you still are working, but you're working just because you love it. And there's lots of questions you hear over and over from seniors and adult children. So that is what you're doing now with Senior Transition Navigator and the senior seminars. So we're going to get all into that in just a moment, but give people just a 1-minute overview of your background so they understand
where I come from.
Oh, yes, please.
Well, I started out at a small town in North Carolina, ended up in Miami, ended up with Delta Airlines for about 8 years, then got married, started having children, and it was not enough. And so I decided to go get my real estate license. Mm-hmm. Of course, you have to serve a couple of years.
Yeah.
I ended up buying into the company, mm-hmm. and the next year we bought the third Century 21 franchise in the state of Florida.
Yeah, wow. It wasn't enough for you to be a realtor. You're like, no, I'm opening up my own brokerage. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's me, I guess.
Yeah.
I just keep trying to grow and learn. There's so much to learn mm-hmm. that we don't know.
Yeah.
And so when we came to Vero, I sold the Century 21 franchise. I was one of those people that, since I had an original one, I could open offices anywhere. Mm-hmm. Probably was not the best decision I ever made, but it was fine.
But you have
worked.
The name recognition now. Right. Everybody knows Libby. And when I talk about you, I don't even have to say your last name, and people go, I love Libby.
I appreciate that.
Seriously, yeah. It is so true, because when I've been talking about your Empowering Seminar series, a lot of people are excited about that. So
that is so needed.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's not a sales situation. It's strictly educational.
Yeah. And we're going to get into that in the second half. But you know what I want to do is we're doing that in the first half. You're absolutely right. You know the questions better than me. I'm looking at my own notes. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just been sitting in this chair for 6 years. For goodness sakes. But yes, you wanted to create the Empowering Seniors Seminar Series. It started in March. So yes, please answer that. Why? Yeah, because it's not a sales thing at all. It's educational.
Oh, no, it's educational completely. It started out because my husband was in a dementia
Right.
place, and I got asked, could I help someone there? And I ended up doing it, and I really enjoyed doing it. And so I said, how do you go about this? What do I need to do? So I started looking on the internet, found a number of people, got my senior real estate certification from the National Association of Realtors.
Yeah.
I got a couple of more, got probate, and I'm actually working on another one now from someone that got me into the seminar business, actually.
Yeah.
She was the one that actually does that and has done it for over 10 years. So she's very knowledgeable. And what I like about it is the different subjects that you can have. And I want the seniors, if there's anyone listening, if you know of a subject that you really would love to have an education on, naturally, I don't know everything about everything, but what I do is I bring in people that do this. In fact, our last one in May
oh my gosh,
was absolutely fascinating, and everyone was very excited about it. We had a lady that's 102.
Yeah, and for Eleanor, yes. And she lives on her own. She's in an ILF, but she's not in an ALF or a nursing home. Like, she lives on her own.
Right,
at
exactly.
102.
Yes.
And when I heard her voice, when I saw her, I heard her first, and then I turned around, and I'm like, that's Eleanor. You expect to hear maybe a little bit of gentleness or softness. Oh, no. She is just, wow. She took that microphone. It was fantastic. I loved it so much.
And it was the gentleman that was there, that we also had a gentleman.
Yeah, Tom.
He
was 92.
Yes.
So when people were like, oh, he's a young one.
Right. He's just a baby.
Yeah, right. But I love that. And so the thing is that for now, you're doing this seminar series every other month through the rest of the year. Then 2026, you are going to be every month.
Correct.
And at the current point in time, it is at the main library in Vero Beach, across from the courthouse.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a really great location. That can hold a lot of people.
And the thing about it is, too, we need good parking.
And it has it.
That has it. Some of the places that would be good, the parking is difficult. And so for seniors, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Because some of them are in wheelchairs and different things. And they're welcome, and their families are welcome.
Oh, yes. So this seminar series, it's free, first of all.
Yes.
And then it's no salesy thing. Like, people think sometimes with seminars, oh boy, I'm going to hear 15 minutes of something interesting, and then the rest of the time it's a sales pitch, and that's not it with you at all. Of course, at the very end, if somebody wants your business card, you'll hand it to them, and you're happy to meet with people free to hear their specific situation. But this clearly is an hour of education on different topics that affect seniors. Okay.
Right. Our next one is on downsizing and decluttering, which is in July.
Yeah.
It's the 14th.
July 14th, yes.
And then in September, it's going to be on scams and identity protection.
Theft. Yeah, identity theft, how to protect yourself from that. So I love that. Are we getting a sheriff there? Are we going to try to get a sheriff?
I'm going to try to see what I can do.
Get a sheriff. I know a couple of people. I'm going to make some phone calls.
Oh, that's wonderful, because I've been wondering, who can I get?
Yeah, no, I have a couple of names of where to start to secure that, and that would be for September. Okay, very good. And then you can go to Empowering Seniors with an S, seminars.com. with an S.com, empoweringseniorsseminars.com. And that has all the information with how to register. And it's super easy. You either call or you send an email, and all the information is on the website.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Very good.
And so.
There was something else I was gonna ask you about the seminar, or I might have cut you off on something that you were saying. We were talking about it being at the library, super easy to get. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. You were invited to another 55 and older community that said, this is awesome. Can you come specifically and talk to our people? So for anybody listening at a 55 and older community, would you go?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Because, it's people don't think the planning is such a hard thing to do or to even start.
Yeah.
And so if you're thinking about doing something, then
you'll bring your seminar there for whatever
sure.
topic.
Oh, yeah, whatever topic they desire.
Yeah.
Because
it was Oak Harbor in Fort Pierce where you were invited.
Harbor Place.
That was a test, and boy, did you pass it. I don't know. There's so many. There's an Oak Harbor here. That's why I said that. Yeah, Rhonda Hamilton is at Somerset Place at Oak Harbor, I believe it is. And yes, sorry. And then the other thing I was going to say is that not only is this open for seniors, but it's open for their families as well as people that are working in the industry with seniors as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Because we can learn so much from the people that are actually working with seniors. The seniors can tell you a lot.
Yeah.
But sometimes, as we all do, we think we can do more than we can. And so you have people that know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love that so much. So let's see. So what else was I, look at the time, Cindy. I'm looking at our beautiful time clock. And you know what this means? We have to take a break.
Sounds good.
Libby, I know. We will be right back. There's a lot more to learn about these events and what Libby is up to. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Evergreen Media is your go-to for podcasting. Business owners, boost your brand by educating clients with your own show. Just show up. We handle everything else. Get your custom video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and more. Start today at egreenmedia.com.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, bedroom groups in the latest styles and colors from Four Seasons, Braxton Color, Riverside, Hooker, Capri, Tommy Bahama, and more. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have anything you need for your outdoor living from Lloyd Flanders, Kingsley Bate, Brown Jordan, and Woodard, including a gallery of maintenance-free furniture from Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. Right now, during our summer savings event, we have lots of great half-price specials, including 50% off on all in-stock Universal Coastal Living collections. And all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street that is filled with name brand closeouts. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras. I'm with Libby Wiseman, and she is the Senior Transition Navigator. Her website, seniortransitionnavigator.com, luxury homes of the treasurecoast.com, and you work with people of all ages, right?
Yes.
All ages. And we're going to get into that with the real estate side of things. But I want to talk a little bit about the seniortransitionnavigator.com website. Because as I alluded to in the intro, that when we think about our golden years, it's always fun, especially like in your 50s. People are like, oh, I'm going to retire by this age. And they don't fully think about all the decisions. They think about the fun things, the hobbies that they're going to take back up again, and the lady lunch things. I do all of that now anyway. You know what? Do it now. People should not wait for retirement to have some fun. All kidding aside, there are decisions, that need to be made. And you learned this by talking with seniors after the fact. They're like, gosh, if I only knew this or that beforehand. And then the adult children, when you're dealing with the probate stuff.
Right.
And they think, wow, things weren't properly planned.
Right.
But now you know what? After sorting out mom and dad, now I know how to sort myself out in advance. And that's what Senior Transition Navigator is all about.
Right.
Yeah. So talk about that, please.
Right. Okay. I don't really want the kids unless the parent is not
really able. Right.
Because the thing is parents feel guilty if they don't do what the children want them to do.
Right.
So many times.
So you want the adults, the seniors, to be in the driver's seat first.
Exactly.
To stay as long as they can in that driver's seat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm just the navigator, and I say they're the captain. And we've got all the sailors out there helping the children. Yeah. You want that. And you want to know what their situation is, because family dynamics is unreal.
Yeah.
And you just never know. And so that's why I find it very helpful to have a conversation with the person that's being affected.
Right.
Because if you don't, then you can include everyone else. But so many times it's just difficult for the children if the parents haven't planned. And so what I tell everyone I speak to, make the plans while you can.
Yeah.
Don't wait for a emergency.
Yes.
Then someone else has to make it. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. That's,
Yeah, so how it works is the person will come and just have a meeting with you. You'll go to their house or they can come to your office, whichever, right? But you're sitting and having a conversation about where they are now and then what they would like to do or how they would envision their life to look in terms of where they live and things like that, right?
Oh, right. And with us living here in Florida, so many times the children are putting pressure on them to move north or move wherever they are.
Yeah.
And what happens is that the parent, as I said, they feel guilty if they don't do what the child wants, but they have no friends there.
Yeah.
No connections. And
or they have to start up all over again.
And the thing is, in most cases, they don't have that opportunity.
Right.
Because everyone seems to wait as long as they can before they make a decision.
So somebody could be here in a home that they've been in for 30 or 40 years, and maybe legitimately they say, you know what, Libby, it is time to make a change. And so you'll help them with that move process because you're a realtor.
Right.
So that's wonderful. Whether they want to go into an ILF community, maybe they need an ALF, or maybe they want to be in a condo or a townhouse. Whatever it is, you're going to help them there.
Oh, yes.
But then there's a lot of other things like that downsizing, decluttering stuff. There's other services that you have, like a team of people, basically, right?
Right. And then also I can refer them to all the different people that are trusted, people that are in the community and understand and that work with the seniors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not someone just that happens to come knock on the door, so to speak, but someone that is really in that field.
Yeah, and I also think that since you're helping them and navigating them towards, and let's just say it's a mover, it's not just one mover, like you have to use this, but you know the good ones. So now when you refer to them, they better do the right thing or else they're going to be in trouble.
Right. What I do with that is that I stay as the coordinator.
Yeah.
Instead of just having them call, say, the mover or the declutterer. Let me be the middleman.
Yeah.
And the reason is that I can help them more that way. If I just give them the number and say, call this one, call that one, things go wild.
Yeah, it can go a little wonky and things like that.
Right,
so,
things, it might not have the dates they want, that type of thing.
Yeah, so I love that about you. So you're basically holding their hand through every step of the way. So that's a wonderful thing. So this is a good time to add your phone number. I'm going to let you tell everybody. Your camera is right over there.
Oh, okay. It is 772-783-2800. And I don't always available to answer, but leave a message because I definitely call you back.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because you're in meetings a lot.
Right.
So you are very responsive to your phone. So that's a good thing. I love that. So now let's talk about, speaking about a team you have at Luxury Homes of the Treasure Coast. And it doesn't have to be the $1 million. It's a nice name, because your office is beachside, 17th Street and A1A. But talk about your team, because you have a couple of people with you, and then we're going to talk about the growth that you would like to do in terms of adding to your team.
Right. Yes, I am very blessed and pleased to have two very good associates with me. Michelle Butler, who was a leading realtor out in Colorado.
In Denver, leading in a major city, not just in
a little town someplace.
No.
And she has joined me, and she's also helping with the downsizing and decluttering.
Yeah.
And that seems to be a niche that she likes.
Yes, she and Joe Perry, her partner in that, they are really good at what they do.
Oh,
and they hold everybody's hands, too, because letting go of things can be very emotional. So they're good with that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's why I like to choose people that understand. In fact, when you say that, the lady down in Stewart that we sold, we still see her once a month.
Yeah.
And she loves it.
And it's not Carol Ann. We have 2 minutes. Okay, we have 2 minutes left. All right. So.
And my other associate is Arden Hunt. And Arden does what she can. She's had health problems. But now I would love to have some more people.
Yes.
People that really understand not only seniors, they don't have to work with seniors. They can work with whoever they want to for the luxury homes. And as she said, they don't have to be $1 million home.
Right.
Sometimes it's just a luxury to own a home.
That is true. And for some people, a luxury home is a $500,000 home. And for other people, it's a $5 million home. So, yeah, that's all. It all depends on your perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if someone is interested, do they have to have a license? Where are you with that?
Oh, They need a
They
license.
need to have a license.
But I would be happy to help guide them.
Okay. So if someone is just starting that process of getting their license, you'll help them and mentor them.
Definitely.
Okay, that I love. But if it's somebody that is killing it, they can still, if they want to make a change, work
definitely.
with you as well. Okay.
And I'm help them any way I can.
Okay. All
So
right.
if they're quite successful.
Mm-hmm. So this is the end of the show. Can you believe it? It feels like we started talking 2 minutes ago. I think Cindy is just not with it with the time. Just kidding, Cindy. But with that said, thank you so much, Libby, for being here. I do hope that you all come to her seminars. They are amazing, and I'm looking forward to helping you with more of that. And with that said, I'm Ellen Contreras, host of Treasure Coast Connector. Until next week, I miss you already. So fast.